watch it turn to a singer. Get you fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Stafford. And right away, he lost the football. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
On first down, Stafford here. Under pressure, they got him again. Tyrone Crawford coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Drill right, 22. Big 20.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. He completes it to Tate. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Hey, go here!
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
10. Double.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
32.
To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And his kick is right through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Prescott airing it out for Hearns. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Dillon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Stafford on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, they almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Real right. Jumbo.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Get out. Here you go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Prescott from the gun. Now he's flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Tag 50 left. Tag 50, tag 50.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he fends him off. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Stafford buying time to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Gun. Switch. There you go. Here we go, 46. Start that over here. Start that. Then we're going to 53. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
All right, here we go. Jumbo. 10.
Throwing on first down. Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. So we have come to half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Get out. Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go, 46. 46.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
46. Under. Go, get out there, now. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go, 47. Go, get out there. Here you go. 46. Go get him.
Now Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here you go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Stafford here. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
1st down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss. This is blocked. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Austin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a nice spin into some open field. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Get out. 46. 46.
To throw is Prescott. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Get out. Hey, check
from the red zone now. Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kerry Hyder in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. His throw around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. They come up in an offset eye.
46.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
They get it to him running left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 46.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
10. Hey, tag 50 left.
On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
10.
Stafford on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys add on. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
All right, here we go. Hurry! 21! 22!
One last throw here for Stafford. It's complete. Abdullah. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you started